All right, so for this week, we're going to do some notes over what's called geometric mean. It's pretty easy. The geometric mean of two positive numbers is the positive square root of their products. So if we would take the cross product of this proportion right here, we would get x squared equals ab. Then we would take this square root of AB. So let's say this was x squared equals 64. We would take the square root of 64, and then the geometric mean would be 8. Okay? So they're going to start us out, find the geometric mean of the given numbers. You're just going to multiply these numbers. So 4 times 9 is 36. Take the square root of 36 and you get 6. That's the geometric mean. 6 and 15. When we multiply 6 and 15, we get 90. Now, when we take the square root of 90, it's not one of our nice numbers. So for now, we're just going to round to the nearest hundredth, and we get about 9.49. We'll learn how to get exact numbers in Algebra 2. For 2 and 8, you get 16 as the product. Take the square root and you get 4. Now, the purpose for geometric mean is this. The altitude to the hypotenuse. Remember, altitude is the height of a triangle. Of a right triangle forms two triangles that are similar to each other and to the original triangle. In other words, there are 3 similar triangles, a small one, a medium one, and a large one. So here's some examples. So in this example, they've already pulled it apart for you. They've drawn the big one, the medium one, and the small one. They've given you that M is 2, N is 10, and then we're trying to find H. Notice that H is in 2 of the triangles. So we need to set up a proportion. So you're going to want to set up the small leg to another small leg equal to the big leg to another big leg, or a hypotenuse to a hypotenuse equal to a small leg to another small leg. So if you notice, H is the small leg in the medium triangle, and M is the small leg in the small triangle. So if I would do H over M, that's a small leg over a small leg. Then I want to do, since I did medium over small, I want to set it equal to medium over small. I'm not really using the big in this example. N is the big leg, H is the big leg in the small. So N over H. This looks really similar to this up here where I had X diagonally from each other. Look, I have H diagonally from each other. So I'm going to be finding the geometric mean here. So they gave me M and N. So I have H over 2 equals 10 over H. So I have H squared equals 20. Take the square root of 20, and I get about 4.47 as H. Sorry, that was my dog. Example 2, it says to draw the similar triangles yourself. They're exactly like the ones above because it's the exact same triangle, but we can do that really quick. So here's the big one. You always want to position them the same way. Don't freak out if it's different letters. Just position them with the right angle to the left. Make sure you get the right labels going on, and you'll be fine. So this one's a little bit different. It's the same exact triangle with the same exact measurements. This is M. We know M is 2 still. N is 10. So we know H is still going to be 4.47. We don't really have a proportion we can set up, and we need to find B. But luckily there's this thing called Pythagorean theorem we can use for right triangles. And for that, we can take the hypotenuse squared equals a leg squared plus another leg squared. So here, B is our hypotenuse. We have a leg and we have another leg. So, let me just erase some stuff. I'm going to take B squared equals 4.47 squared plus 10 squared. When you take 4.47 squared plus 10 squared, you get 119.9809. And then when you take the square root of that, you get about 10.95. So we get that B equals 10.95. Okay, then finally a U-try example. So first thing I think is helpful is to actually pull apart the triangles the same way we did. So A, C, B, and it gave us C was equal to 30. In the medium triangle, notice our hypotenuse is B, our small leg is H, and our big leg is N, which is 27. And in our little triangle, we've got our little leg is M, our hypotenuse is A, and our big leg is H. So notice we need B. Also notice we have nothing in the small triangle, so we won't really be using the small triangle. We need B, which is in these two triangles, so it's pretty obvious that B is going to be diagonal from each other. And the only other two numbers we have are 27 and 30. So by default, they're probably going to go like that, but you can kind of check yourself. So 30 over B, that's the hypotenuse over the hypotenuse. And then B over 27, that's the long leg over the long leg, so we're good. So B squared equals 810. So we're finding the geometric mean of 810. So once we take the square root of that, it's about 28.46. Which makes sense because the hypotenuse should be the longest side, and that is longer than 27, so that's good. So now you should be good to do this geometric mean assignment. It's 7 questions long. So stop here. And yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out. Sorry it